Having a PC setup was always a dream of mine. Ever since I was a kid, I used to look at all these RGB keyboards and all of these lights, you know, these cool PC builds, and I wish that I could have one. But unfortunately back then I was too broke to afford one, and I didn't have much space to have one. But I had my own laptop, so I could get work done on it, but it wasn't much. And to game, I had my console that I would hook up on the TV in the living room. It wasn't anything crazy, but I knew that one day I'll be able to build a PC setup for myself where I'll be able to just focus on things that I want to do, whether it was just gaming back then, which has transitioned to me using it as a productivity hub. So right now I look at it as my own personal space. It's my lair where I can plot the next moves that I'm about to do. If it's content on YouTube or just learning new things, watching YouTube videos, I use it for a lot of things. I also work from home sometimes, so I really need this space where I can really be productive in. And I'm making this video just to show you how I was able to build my setup and things that you can keep in mind if you're trying to build your own setup. And before I start the video off, I'm not like this computer nerd. I don't know everything about PCs and about screens and stuff like that, but I think what I have works, and that's what's most important. To start the video with the obvious, which is the PC, I have this PC which is from Anchorman, and it's 32 gigs of RAM with the RTX 3060, which I think it's enough. I mostly use my PC to edit videos, and I used to game back then, but I don't do it anymore. It has 1 terabyte of storage, and it has these cool lights, and I think they give a good atmosphere at night, so it's a really cool thing to have. Moving on to the screen, I have this screen from Acer which is 120 Hz. It's HD, but I think I'll have to upgrade it soon because it just doesn't feel too good, you know. I think if I want to upgrade something on this setup, it would be the screen. The second screen I have is nothing crazy. It's like a really old one. It works, you know. I always use 2 screens because sometimes when I'm editing, I like open files on the other screen and then I drag them, so it makes the workflow much easier. So I would really recommend you to have 2 screens if you are looking to build your own setup. And here you have the mouse, which is the SteelSeries Rival 6000. And I think it's a pretty cool mouse. It doesn't feel too bulky. I hate those big bulky mouses, and yeah, it gets the job done. As for the keyboard, it's the SteelSeries Apex 3, I believe. I also got it with the numpad. I really hate those small keyboards that come with no numpad. I think the numpad is a really important thing to have, especially if you are working with a lot of numbers. And I always keep by my side a pen and a paper because sometimes I get some ideas that I want to jot down, so it's nice to keep it open. Sometimes I would journal on it. It all depends on the mood and on the vibe, to be honest, but I think it's a great addition to have next to you, a pen and a paper. It never gets old, you know. Holding these 2 screens is a hand that I got from Amazon. I think it clears out the way when you get a screen holder like this, so you have much more space on the desk. As you can see, I already have a clock on it, some decoration, and it makes it just much easier to look at. Moving on to the microphone, which you are hearing right now, it's the Shure MV7X that I recently got. This is my latest purchase, and I think it's a great mic. It's a really professional mic. I really think that if you're trying to get more into content creation, having a professional mic is the way to go. So this is my first XLR mic. It requires an XLR cable to work. Because it's XLR, it doesn't have any buttons on it, so I need this external output for it. And I think that the Elgato XLR Wave is a great addition that I use to control everything from the sound on the PC to the quality of the microphone. And I think just investing in these type of stuff is going to elevate the way that you are creating content. And I really like the quality of this microphone. It really feels so professional, and the sound quality is really clear. Every time I'm using WhatsApp, for example, on the PC, and I send an audio note to someone just using this microphone, they're always amazed by the quality of the sound. Next up, I want to talk about the chair, and the chair is a really essential part because you're gonna stay seated on it for a long time. I would 100% recommend a chair with a headrest, because once you have a headrest, you can make sure that you are always aware of your posture. And as you know, I'm a person that really likes to train, so I'm really aware of my posture 24/7, because I really don't want any spinal problems and any back pain, especially if you do most of your work sitting down and for long periods of time. So for example, when I'm editing a video, I would spend around 1 or 2 hours just sitting there. So I want to make sure that I'm sitting on something comfortable and that doesn't cause me any problems or makes my shoulders hunch to the front. On my desk, I also have this mouse pad, which is I believe it's from Titan Wolf, but I'm not sure. I guess I'm gonna have to look it up. But I think that having a big mouse pad, it also adds to the aesthetic, and it makes just using your mouse much easier. You are no longer bound to this small area of mouse pad, so your entire desk is basically a mouse pad now. And moving to the side on the wall, I have some sticky notes, some Bible verses, and this is a quote that I really like from Alex Hormozy. I was listening to his podcast recently, and he said this quote, and it really hit me, so I thought I'd print it out and I would read it probably 2 or 3 times a day because it's hanged on the wall. I always see it. I also have this sticky note that reminds me that I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So hit subscribe, bro. If you're watching this video and enjoying it, make sure that you support your boy, you know what I'm saying? You got my AirPods here. I have this car that I used to own when I was 10 years old, this small toy car. So that's a 17-year-old classic car right here. And I also have this 3D printed dinosaur. Also have some tape from Gore Nation. So in this drawer, I also got my headphones. If I want to listen to something really specific, I can use my headphones, which are also from SteelSeries. I have my headphone, my mouse, and my keyboard all from SteelSeries. I really like this brand. I think it's affordable and they make quality equipment. So if you're looking for cheap alternatives, it's a really good brand to go for. I also have my Xbox controller that I haven't used in a really long time, so it just stays here. I really like the lighting, so whether it's the lamps or the light sources, I really like the way it makes you focus on the task that you're trying to accomplish, if it's editing or writing or reading. If you're trying to do anything for a really long time, I think it just adds to the atmosphere and it just creates this productivity vibe. I also wanted to mention the cable management that I have. So if you look at the setup from a distance, it doesn't feel like it has a lot of cables going around. That's because I've clicked everything under the table. So if you would look at it from down beneath, you're gonna see everything that's happening. I also have a hidden USB compartment that is under the table, so I can use it whenever I need it, and if I don't need it, I don't see it. I think that's a great thing to have for your setup, because a lot of setups are too messy, and once the setup is messy, you can no longer focus on what you're trying to do. If you have a lot of things that are distracting you, you're no longer gonna be focused on your task, and I think that's a bad thing to have. So make sure everything is tidy. Always have what you need. Don't have anything more, just what you are working on. And afterwards, if you are trying to, let's say for example, you want a game, you take your controller out, you connect it, and you can game. But once you are done with gaming, you just hide your controller so you can't see it. And I think that's a great way to go at things and to look at things if you're trying to boost your productivity. And yeah, that's about everything for my setup. I told you it wasn't anything crazy, but it gets the job done, and I really like it. I'm really proud of what I was able to build. I know that there are a lot of setups that are much more expensive, so if you're trying to build a setup like this one, I think if you're gonna count the PC as well, it's gonna cost you around 1 or 1.5k, which I think it's a great investment if you're trying to look for a setup. If you have a place for it and you're trying to build a setup for yourself, definitely go for it. So for me, I didn't pay it all at once, so it was like a long-term thing that I had for myself. I knew that I wanted to build a setup, so I took it small steps. So maybe every month I would buy something new, for example buying a mouse, and the next month I'll buy a keyboard, and the month after that maybe I'll get a microphone. You see, it's like small steps that you take, and then before you know it, you look at things and you actually have built a setup for yourself that you can use and that you can be productive on. I told you I'm not a computer genius, but this is what works for me. And if you have any questions, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next video, bro. Thanks for watching and have a great one. Peace.